I think just consistency has enabled us to play better in longer stretches. I think at the offensive end, when we limited our turnovers, we've been getting pretty good shots, and guys are stepping up and delivering, shooting at a high percentage. I think we're now up to 39% from three in league play, uh, limiting our turnovers. And then I think at the defensive end, I think we need to defend better. Still think we have a lot of room for improvement there. But I think we've done a great job of limiting teams' second opportunities, so we don't give up a lot of layups on second shots. So I think that's an area we have to continue to do well in is the defensive glass.
Do you talk to your team this week about scenarios? Or do you
Oh,
just...
absolutely not. No, we're just trying to get better today. We need 3 good days of practice, and then we got to go on the road and beat a really good Eastern Illinois team that can really score the basketball, have a dynamic point guard in Johnston, matchup nightmare and Anderson up front, and then they shoot the three ball extremely well. So that's all our guys need to be worried about right now is trying to find a way to beat Eastern Illinois on the road.
Tell us about also the team seems to have a lot more confidence in one another by making that extra pass, confident that the next guy's going to make the shot. I just see kind of a different demeanor out there than maybe 10 or 12 games ago.
Well, I think we talked about it really from day one when I was fortunate enough to get the job, Neal, is we got to trust the process. It's going to be a process. 8 of our 12 guys right now had never worn a jersey at Murray State until this season. So there have been a lot of bumps in the road, but I think the guys are starting to come together as a group. Chemistry seems to be good. Role definition is probably the best it's been all year. And I think guys have accepted those roles, and they now know to play to each other's strengths. And it's a fun product to watch when we play that way.
Coach, do you feel like the seniors on your team, particularly Wayne and Jeff, are they thinking about their time winding down here, just as the tournament approaches? Do you feel like that?
Sure.
About their final moments?
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, we talk about it all the time. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity to get to play here at Murray State, and I want them to approach every practice and every game that way, as if it were the last time that they're putting that jersey on. I think when you approach it that way, it drives urgency to the present, and I think a sense of urgency is a very important thing for our team. And both of them have had fantastic senior years, and Jeffrey's just been incredible here of late in league play, shooting the ball at such a high clip. Been an Iron Man for us, basically playing the whole game, defending the other team's best player. And that's what seniors do, I think, this time of year. You need your seniors to step up, and Wayne's done the exact same. Numbers aren't quite as high right now, but he's getting a lot of attention there in the post and really serves as another point guard on our team. So I know both of them are really producing right now, and we need them to continue to do so down the stretch. And I want them to enjoy each moment. I mean, these are opportunities and games and practices they'll look back upon for the rest of their life. So I want them to enjoy it and have fun with it.
Can you add a little bit about just how Jeff performed on Saturday? 3 points at halftime.
Sure.
Then the second half.
Well, he was awesome. Guys found him there in that run, got him some open looks. I thought our guys did a nice job of getting into the gaps of the zone and drawing 2 defenders and kicking out to Jeff, and he stepped up and delivered 5 of 7 from 3. Really performed well. And at the other end of the floor, Robinson really hurt us early with his one-on-one play. Scored 11 points early, hit the first 2 threes of the game, and hurt us here when we played him at home. And I thought Jeff did a nice job stepping up and limiting his opportunities in the second half, and we were able to keep him in check. So, as we all know, when you get into February and March, your best is needed, and I thought Jeffrey stepped up and delivered his best on Saturday night.
Is the rust off DeMarcus Croker? It seems like the last few weeks he's starting to really buy into what his role is, really rebounding at an
Sure.
unbelievable rate.
Well, I think, Neal, his mentality, the biggest key with DeMarcus is his mindset. And we want him to have an attacking mentality every second he's out on the floor. He's blessed with athletic ability that very few players in the country have. And to get 10 defensive rebounds Saturday night was fantastic. He got out in the passing lane and got some steals that led to some easy baskets in transition. And he did a nice job getting into the gaps of the zone as well. And so, that's the consistency we need from DeMarcus. And, it was great to see, and we need more of it as we go down the home stretch here.
Chad Colbrook update, you have anything on that?
Yeah, we'll have to see how he is in practice today. In practice last week, Chad, just playing hard like he does, had a collision with the basket support, and the basket support won. And he injured his shoulder a little bit, and no structural damage, anything like that. It's just a pain tolerance situation right now. So we wanted to give him some time off. Probably could have played Saturday night, but was better served to get rested up. And we're hoping we'll have him full go today in practice.
For morale, there were some times during the year where you guys were hovering right around that 500 mark. Now you got better than 500, in worst case 15, 14. What does that mean to kind of not just continue that streak of winning seasons, but for your team to know they rebounded after kind of a slow start in the season?
Yeah, we don't really look at that and focus in on records or winning streaks, losing streaks. It's for us, we just want a mentality of we're just trying to win that next possession and keep it simple that way. Now, hopefully by winning a few games in a row, we start to build some confidence in each other and some more trust in each other. And, but for simplicity purposes, we don't really need to be focused on those other things. Our guys just need to worry about getting better today at practice. Guys have been in the gym all morning doing their individual workouts. It's a good group, hard-working group. I think they've handled adversity all year long. Whenever an injury or situations come up, they've just kept hammering away, been very resilient, and so we need to continue to do so here the last couple weeks of the season.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about G. McGee at point?
Sure.
A lot of that on Saturday with Bryce only playing 18 minutes.
Yeah.
G had 4 assists, 1 turnover.
Yeah. Well, I think he was, really solid. And again, when I don't start somebody, it's not a benching per se. I knew G was going to need to play the majority of the game, and really the only chance to keep him from playing 40 minutes was to sit him out to start the game. And so he ended up, when he went in, from the time he went in, he played 32 of the 35 minutes. And I thought he was outstanding. Again, I've touched on it, but Austin Peay played quite a bit of zone. I thought G did a good job breaking down the zone and getting into the painted area, getting into the gaps. 11 points. You mentioned it, 4 assists, only 1 turnover, having to run the team. Did a great job there. And, it's just he's got a lot on his plate, Ed. He's got to know basically every position on the floor. I put him in a couple tough spots. There were a couple possessions there in that second half where we looked disorganized. I made a couple poor calls where a couple things he wasn't as familiar with from the point position. But all in all, he did a great job. And I'd also like to say, the last 3 games, Bryce Jones, 63% from the floor. He's really settled down, is playing with a lot of confidence. His shot selection is much improved, decision-making much better. I thought, sure, he only played 18 minutes due to foul trouble Saturday, but I thought he played 18 really, really good minutes.
I know it seems a little obvious from a number standpoint, especially Croker's 12 rebounds, but when Langston plays 27, Charles plays 7, and AJ plays 8, and you guys saw rebound Austin Peay by 11, what was throughout that game? How did you keep the guys on the glass? What was the
Sure.
mindset?
Well, we do it every day in practice. It's been a big emphasis for our team. We knew from day one, playing a 4-guard lineup, that we were going to have to do a great job on the glass, being a little bit undersized there. AJ and Charles come in, give us 15 minutes, get 6 rebounds between them. It was really good. I thought they also used their fouls well down in the post. And then our guards, from day one, it's been a huge emphasis for them to rebound and for DeMarcus to go get 10 defensive rebounds. was fantastic. G. McGee's around 5 boards a game. Justin Seymour rebounds it well. Jeffrey Moss has rebounded the ball better than he has throughout his career this season. So, it takes a team effort for us on the glass, regardless of Wayne's foul trouble or not. We need 1 through 5 to be able to rebound the ball for us.